Hi, we're the Reporting and Assurance team here at Chartered Accountants Australia New Zealand. We wanted to give you a quick update on some of the big things we see coming up in the space during 2020. Please have a look at the accompanying article to see some more detail on all this, and subscribe to our Reporting and Assurance news to get all the latest updates. So in terms of audit, the important public conversation happening in Australia, New Zealand and internationally continues. The Australian Audit Inquiry, of course, which is due to report findings soon. The Bryden Review in the UK, very wide-ranging. We'll now see how that might play out. And in New Zealand, the Stakeholder dialogue continues.
In Australia, reforms to the use and content of both special purpose financial reports and their mandated replacements in both the for-profit and not-for-profit sector will begin to take effect this year. The results are broadly in line with members' views, and now the AASB will be moving to consult on not-for-profit reforms, and so our advocacy work will move in that direction. In New Zealand, the Incorporated Societies Bill will introduce new reporting and audit requirements, and internationally, the International Accounting Standards Board is looking at various ways to improve its IFRS for SMEs standard.
Well, financial statements have remained a cornerstone of corporate reporting, and what we wish for is that it remains so for decision making. But the truth is, we have to admit that it is very limited. For instance, how do you report on your business risks? On how do you create long-term value? And the pendulum has switched to creating long-term value recently. But how do investors trust this narrative-based, future-oriented information? Well, we don't know, but we will sure find out in 2020.
The time has come for companies and their auditors to get serious about assessing the extent to which climate and other emerging risks have implications for the business. For companies with material exposure to such risks, investors are saying they're just not seeing enough disclosure to date. So join us at one of our accounting conferences around the various states of Australia between March and May, where we'll have sessions on this topic.
In relation to the audits of less complex entities, the IAASB's consultation received plenty of feedback. They've already released a statement that summarises that feedback and will be making the decision on what happens next at their June meeting. We'll continue to advocate for scalability in this area, and we'll be discussing LCEs at our audit conferences.
Digital financial reporting is becoming increasingly prominent and will continue to gain traction going forward. Better communication in financial reporting also continue to be key focus. The IASB is proposing changes to income statement to improve communicative value to the investor. If you have any thought, then we wanted to hear from you.